It's DNVR Bets Daily, and it's still the hangover. Today wasn't supposed to be part of the hangover, but I think Blaze is a little bit hungover at this point.
Blaze is what we call, in technical terms, soft.
He's so soft. But he also gave us some good hockey picks.
We'll see.
Well,
we'll see.
He said they were good.
Nothing about the show to this point has been accurate. No, there's no Arcade. There's no Andre. It was not supposed to be the hangover. Now it is the hangover. What's going on?
What's going on is I went, 0 for 3 with another bet yesterday that actually was for a game today. So
sick.
So solid start.
You could have just let that drift away into the
no. I just feel like I have to address it and just say like, hey, I know what happened. We're working on it. We're making money today. Just because we didn't yesterday doesn't mean it's not going to happen. We're due. I'm due.
Yeah, you're due.
I also made a lot of money in the past week, so maybe that was more of a correct. But I'm due. And this is Eric. We haven't said that part yet.
What's
Hank.
up, guys?
That's why it's a hangover.
Neither one of these two jabronis in the logo are here today. They're scared. They're there at the Senior Bowl. They couldn't face today's bets.
No. Instead, they're going to go face those garbage quarterbacks and pretend the Broncos need one.
Unbelievable. Ugh. I'm also pleased as I could possibly be that you wore the same sweatshirt that you wore on Sunday that I repeatedly called you a Muppet for wearing.
I know. Yep. I was looking through like what was clean, and I was like, well, I need to save that for the hockey game tonight. And so I went to the pile of dirty.
Sure.
And so you obviously top of the pile.
Top of the pile, not too dirty.
No.
Outerwear also everyday
exactly.
wear. Sweatshirts live in a world where you can rewear them. You still look like a Muppet. I couldn't be happier.
I love Muppets.
Well,
have you heard of this new Fraggle Rock that's going on Apple TV?
Man, you're deep into this Muppet world. I should have known. No, I've not.
I've heard of it. I haven't been allowed to watch it yet. Girlfriend doesn't want to.
Sure.
But it is what it is. We have bets for you guys today. That's the point of being here. Also, if you're watching on Twitter, jump over to YouTube. I know that since we aren't like the bets guys, I guess the Nuggets people, you guys do a good job of getting everybody to watch on YouTube.
Yes. The Nuggets folk, dude. Listen,
they understand.
The migration from Periscope, which turned into Twitter video, which is an inferior product. Twitter itself doesn't even support it. Like it was. We thought they were going to abandon it completely. It's still there. You can't comment on the show unless you're on YouTube. You can come tell Hank just how much of a Muppet he looks like. Yep. But you can only do that on YouTube. So there are benefits.
Yes. And you can also like the video. So make sure you do that as well.
Yeah.
And while you do that, let's start giving out these bets. You want to go first or second with your big three?
You know what? Yaya's choice. Whichever graphic comes up, we'll address.
Yaya's choice. Oh, it's me.
He's chosen
All right. So, like I said, I'm headed over to this Avalanche game tonight.
Hell yeah.
And the reason why is because I could either go or I could sell my tickets for about $6 a piece because the Arizona or the Phoenix or whatever.
Arizona Coyotes.
Coyotes, not coyotes.
Coyote is actually a strange word. It can be pronounced either way.
I know, but it's like how North Dakota State, they go by the Bison. Bison is wrong. You have to say it with a Z.
Bison.
Even though it's an S.
And first off, that's wrong.
It's just straight up wrong. Yeah, that's not like a take your pick thing. But that's like coyote.
Well, we say the Coyotes.
But is that how it works for hockey?
One way that you could know is that you could acknowledge that we actually have a company that we formed in Phoenix called PHNX, and we cover the Arizona Coyotes.
We do.
They call themselves the Coyotes.
They do.
This is a daily show.
I don't watch our Coyotes podcast. I have no interest in bad hockey, Eric. Okay, speaking of the bad hockey, the point of all of this was to say, don't just bet on the Avalanche to win the game because you won't make any money doing that. You can make money, though, if you take my advice with the little help from Blaze as well. So if you take the money line right now, they're minus 575 to win. They're going to win the game.
Yeah, they're probably going to win that game.
So for them to win the first period, like that feels like a pretty safe bet, right? Minus 120 you're getting there?
I mean, hockey is the most unpredictable of the sports, I feel, because of the geometry involved, the speed involved.
The geometry.
There's just a lot of factors involved that oftentimes you can't really know what's going to happen in a linear way. But you do know that the Avalanche are a far superior squad to the Coyotes of Phoenix. Of Arizona. So, I mean, I like it. It's a little bit, you never know. Like sometimes they come out slow, and if they do come out slow, then they'll shellac them after there. But this is why you're getting the odds in a much better way, is that this is a little bit, even though we are quite certain the Avalanche are going to win the game.
Oh, they will. 19
This
in a
is
row.
just a way to get a little bit more juice. It is a little bit more precarious, but I mean, come on, what are we talking about here?
First period total goals over half a goal, minus 625.
Jeebus.
And if somebody's scoring goals, it's going to be the Avalanche. This is a lock. Just take it. Also a lock, according to Blaze, who we trust more than me when it comes to these things. Cale, power play point, plus 100.
Yes.
Now, for those of you who are not hockey nerds, because the hockey nerds already understand this, when they get to the power play, Cale runs the point.
Yes, that's true.
Which, if you're a basketball fan, is basically the same thing as the point there. But he passes the puck around, they pass it back to him, then he passes it somewhere else. Point is, when there's two assists, hey, I'm just sharing my deep well of hockey knowledge here, Eric. And so, when they score on the power play, Cale's one of the last two who touches that puck. Or I guess last three if you count the shooter. So, easy money there.
Yeah, he described this as free money. This is free money.
He did, and I'm not leaving those words in his mouth. I'm using easy money because I don't want to. I'm a little shell-shocked after yesterday, if I'm being honest.
You're coming in 0 of 3. I mean, it's hard to be too bombastic.
Torrey Craig was minus 250 to go over 1.5 threes. Or no, under 1.5 threes.
He hit 2.
In the first 5 minutes.
Dope.
It was awful. And there went my entire parlay. Yeah, we got one more bet here. We've got the Sabres. They're taking on the Knights. The Knights will score a lot of goals, but we're still not worried about the under because the Sabres have a good goalie. And so they're going to stop those from going in the net. Yes. Meanwhile, Sabres offense, Eric, what do you think?
Enough with this technical talk, by the way. Just dumb it down for the rest of us, would you please?
Press the button that says Sabres Knights under 6.
No,
you'll make whatever you bet back again.
Blaze was also very confident in this because the Sabres have a great goalie, a poor offense, and the Knights don't generally score a lot of goals themselves. Under 6 feels like the right play.
It does.
In his mind, and then through the transitive property, our minds.
He does kind of have mind control over us.
That's true.
We can move on to the next big 3, though.
Please. My big 3.
Your big 3.
All right. So I, unlike you, am focused on the hardwood. I'm focused on tonight's Nuggets versus Timberwolves matchup. Here's the rub about tonight's matchup. This is... Anytime you talk about betting on Nuggets basketball, it starts, it stops, it ends, and is wholly contained within Nikola Jokic. But here's the thing is that there's a chance Nikola Jokic does not play tonight. This is going to change absolutely every dynamic when it comes to betting. And he is listed as questionable with a big toe, and they are now on I believe the 5th or 6th game of a long road trip. And so it's completely out of character for Jokic to sit and if he's able to play. But all of the Jokic bets are off the board. So this game is in complete turmoil. Take all of these bets, but just monitor it. Don't necessarily place them yet. Just wait until we get closer to game time. We know for certain whether or not Nikola Jokic is playing. So I am betting here under the assumption he is out tonight.
Oh, okay.
So that's why most of my bets, 2 of my bets are actually Minnesota Timberwolves focused, which makes me sick to my stomach. But you know what I like? The only thing that makes my stomach feel better is money.
That's it?
So I'm getting, some people like Tums or Pepto-Bismol. For me, money.
I had some leftover sushi this morning. Might need to get my hands on some money.
I'll give you some money later on.
Thank you.
So Jared Vanderbilt, former Nugget, drafted by the Nuggets, never really got a fair shot here.
Nope.
Not a great offensive player, but a dynamic rebounder, an absolutely dynamic rebounder. That's what his specialty is, and that's what he does with the Minnesota Timberwolves. Last time these two matched up, Vanderbilt grabbed 9 rebounds in the face of Nikola Jokic. If Jokic isn't there tonight, he's going to face absolutely no resistance when it comes to rebounding. So
that is true.
Over 9.5 rebounds. That's only 1/2 over what he was last time when Jokic was playing. Without playing, he's going to blow the roof off of this. So this is absolute free money.
I like the idea of the Jared Vanderbilt revenge game.
Yes.
Because the thing is, he can't score points.
No.
So his revenge game is going to come in the form of rebounds.
Yes. He's also... 2 of my bets are pretty Vanderbilt focused. Aaron Gordon, yes, who will probably draw the defensive assignment of Jared Vanderbilt, who is a stout defender, and actually gave him kind of a hard time getting in deep in the paint last time. I can foresee a scenario where Aaron Gordon actually shoots a fair number of 3-pointers to try to draw Vanderbilt out and uncongest the paint a little bit, get a little bit more movement. And Gordon's been hitting threes at like a pretty good pace recently.
Yep.
So I like that. That's also great value, plus 125. And the third one I like, Karl Anthony Towns.
Yuck.
Over 1.5 3-pointers made. He likes shooting 3-pointers, especially if Jokic is there, but he just kind of likes it anyway. He has a terrible looking flat-footed shot that is a disgrace to the game of basketball. It's
I do not like that,
offensive to
man.
watch, but it does go in more than you'd like it to. The juice is not even great on this because I think that we all are kind of assuming he's going to fire a bunch of them up tonight. So over 1.5 3 feels like a guarantee. You can maybe lock that into a parlay if you want to get a little bit more juice there. But that's how I see it going.
I like it.
Thanks, bro.
I like it. I am curious. I do think I'm just going to bet on the Nuggets to win regardless.
I know. Well, see, this is weird, man. We're in a weird spot. We're in a tough spot because the sun rises and sets with Nikola Jokic. The Nuggets win and lose. They are successful and unsuccessful, and it all comes down to Nikola Jokic. He is their sun, their moon, their alpha, their omega, their everything. And I just don't know what to do with it. When he's not playing, I'm like, I bet on Timberwolves. That's what happens to me. You do understand?
I'm not betting on the Timberwolves. I really don't like that team. Like, that's right up there in my really hate that team rankings. You know, like Lakers are right up there. Well, Suns, Jazz are right up there.
I mean, I agree. I think that is a Karl Anthony Towns hatred.
Yeah. Oh, no, it definitely is.
Because there are a few teams, and there are a few teams that you end up hating because of their relationship with Nikola Jokic.
Yep. 76ers, same thing.
Karl Anthony Towns with the Timberwolves, you end up hating them because of Nikola Jokic. You hate the 76ers because of Embiid and Jokic. Those are two. The Timberwolves actually make sense because they're in our division. We should just by natural laws hate them, but you're right. It's all about that goddamn Karl Anthony Towns.
I remember one late night in college when I was trying to explain to people that Jokic was better than Towns, and everybody's like, no, he's not, and for all the dumb reasons people used to say. But then, like, it got into this debate about whether steals or blocks are more valuable. I was like, well, no, the steal. And it's like that put me in that situation where I'm that guy bringing up the numbers. Now it's just like, okay, I can have my hands up. I still hate him because of that.
I'm disgusted by this.
I still hate him because of that.
Let's see, Alex, what did you say? It's sad that Jokic hasn't been able to dominate against many good centers in the league, Gobert and Cat, this season because of COVID or suspension. Another thing COVID has stolen from us, Jokic dominating against Gobert and Cat. It's not fair, and there's a good chance we're not going to get it tonight. Although, not because of COVID.
Not because of COVID, so that's nice, I guess.
Because of Tovid.
Because of Tovid. Glad we could fit that one in there. Let's talk about our friends over at DraftKings who make all these bets possible. We've got some cool stuff coming up. We're going to build a parlay with this Nuggets game. We like parlays here. But first, the moment that we've all been waiting for since September is finally here. In honor of the big game, DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of Super Bowl 56, is giving new customers 56-1 odds on either team. All you got to do is bet $5 and you'll get $280 in free bets if your team wins. Not a new customer? Well, you can still experience Super Bowl 56 with same game parlays. Combine multiple bets from the same game for a bigger payout. The more legs you add, the more money you get. DraftKings is safe, it's secure, it's reliable, and best of all, you can deposit and withdraw your cash whenever you want. So, download the DraftKings Sportsbook app, use the promo code DNVR, and get 56-1 odds on either team. Bet just $5 and get $280 in free bets if your team wins. That's promo code DNVR at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of Super Bowl 56. Must be 21 or older, Colorado only, new customers only, restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700.
Wow. The passion in that ad read.
So, yeah, I'm passionate about DraftKings.
I felt it so deep in my core.
I know. I'm going to make they owe me money after yesterday.
Do they?
Yes. I made good bets. Torrey Craig not making 2 threes, that's a great bet.
Great bet, bro. Can't believe you went belly up in the first minute. Okay, let's go into what we've decided our dilemma of the day is. We didn't have time to have Yaya make a graphic, so we're going to give it to you audibly. What today we are doing, we are building the perfect Nuggets, Timberwolves, same game parlay. Why are we doing that? Because there is a boost given to you by our good friends at DraftKings. Opt in if you get a same game parlay profit boost on the Nuggets and the Timberwolves here. So we're going to create a minimum 3-leg parlay to create the perfect parlay for victory and for profit.
So I feel like we got to start by saying, like, how do we take advantage of this Jokic situation? So right now, I would guess, like, the numbers are kind of like 50-50. Like, the lines will go up if he's in, down if he's out, or whatever. So are we betting he's in or out? And I feel like that's where we build from.
As much as it pains me to do, I am assuming that Nikola Jokic is out tonight.
I hate that you said that. Okay, well, let's do that.
So
if he's out, can we bet on the Nuggets?
I don't like personally my personal style of same game parlay betting does not generally include the outcome of the game.
Interesting. Okay.
I prefer, especially with basketball betting, the parlays. The player props is where I find the most enjoyment and oftentimes the most profit.
Okay. Well, we're here for profit, and we're going to trust your judgment.
Hell yeah,
you made
bro.
a lot of these.
Hell yeah, dude.
Where do we start?
Well, okay, let's start.
Who scores if Jokic isn't in? I feel like Aaron Gordon is the first option all of a sudden. He's been ball dominant before in his career.
So I'll tell you one thing. If ever the cat is away, the mice, a.k.a. Will Barton, will play.
Ooh, Will Barton will play, won't he?
Will Barton will, if there's no Jokic, will feel a new sense of freedom and a new sense of...
He's going to feel hella free.
He's going to feel very free.
He's probably been looking forward to this all 2 days.
Probably. He's probably looking for this for his whole life. So I feel like... 3-pointers is usually where Will Barton likes to start to make his presence felt.
That's what I feel like he takes more of if Jokic is out. Just those dumb transition threes. Or not dumb because he makes enough of them. But
I mean, whatever. The man's a hooper, all right? He plays a style of game that is it's in keeping with being a hooper. Hoopers love shooting threes. I'll say that.
They definitely do.
I'm going to start off by saying I'm going to go with 2 plus.
2 plus. Okay, 2 plus.
2 plus Will Barton threes made.
Do we throw Karl Anthony Towns in there too?
Last time the Nuggets played against the Minnesota Timberwolves, they set a franchise record with 3 hits.
I was there.
Anthony Edwards made more threes than I've ever seen a human being make in my entire life.
Yep, it was dumb.
His line is pretty high for that reason. He has to hit 3 plus. Oh, I don't love that actually.
No.
Karl Anthony Towns. Yeah, you know what? Let's say 1 plus 3-pointer made for Karl Anthony Towns. The two of those together have gotten us a really sweet line of negative 200.
We have made it up to minus 200, but we're just building from here.
Let's look at just points in general. I like. Oh man, who benefits from Jokic being out? It's Karl Anthony Towns more than anything. So let's go Karl Anthony Towns points also. Let's say he's going to get 25 plus.
There's no chance that like Boogie gets in his head, right?
I mean, I don't know. Probably no.
No. Okay.
There's a better chance that Boogie gets in his head.
Well, I mean that'll definitely happen. Like there'll be a technical at some point if he's playing a full game.
If DeMarcus Cousins can shut down Karl Anthony Towns, based on what I've seen so far from Boogie Cousins, I'm going to say a very loving no.
I wanted him to be good so bad.
No, he's been good. Listen, what he's done is he's been not individually good, but he has served a function. He's given structure to the bench. He's made other players good just by being big.
That man calls his number more than Will Barton. Calls his own number more than Will Barton.
4.
I don't like it. Yes. Damn it.
So I like 25 plus points from Karl Anthony.
Okay,
Towns
I can get
so that
down with that.
already gets us to plus 150. Let's see what we get with the bonus. So if we were to put, hypothetically 2 units on that, we get a bonus of, I got 25%. I don't know if it's different for everybody, but that takes me up to a very tidy 187 on an undercover cop.
Wow. Let me see. I'm going to make sure that mine's also 25%. Add to bet slip.
Adam got it.
No idea. Yep, 25%. Same thing.
25%.
We rolling with it?
I like it, man. There's nothing in that makes me feel like that is going out on a limb at all, and it's already at 187 on an undercover cop, which is a great line.
Okay, I'm convinced.
Okay.
What is that?
It's good. 187 is the penal code in California for murder, and Snoop Dogg came out with a song called 187 on
187 in these
on an undercover cup.
Compton streets. One shot, one kill. Emergency. It's murder.
There's nothing worse than
Dr. Dre.
A young child from Montana dressed like a Muppet being
I'm not a Muppet. Adam, what color is that sweatshirt?
Yours?
No, yours.
I call it salmon.
Okay, his is salmon. His is Muppet too.
No,
if I'm a Muppet,
yours is fuchsia, my guy. All right. So I feel like we've done everything we came here to do. Is there anything else that we needed to share?
I have
with
one more
people?
question.
Okay.
So I like to pick an exact score for Avalanche games
Okay.
because the first time I did it, it hit and I made a lot of money. And so now I just do it every time and lose money.
Got it.
What's the exact score of this game going to be tonight?
So the first time that these two played, when it was back to back, we thought it was going to be an absolute blowout. The Avs, I think, won an overtime, a shootout.
Yep.
The
One of
next
them was
game
a
after that,
shootout.
it was like 5-0. So I think that the Avalanche have now sufficiently figured out the Arizona Coyotes. I think they're going to probably put a 7 spot up.
Wow.
I think it's probably going to be 7-1 or 2.
Ooh, okay, let's see what these look like. So you can't bet anything with 7 in it.
It's not even available.
No, but 6-2 is 1,900, so is 6-1.
I like 6-2.
Okay, 6-2, I'm in on that. Yep, I'm all in.
I can't believe the money we just made together.
I know. Hopefully it actually comes through today. Yesterday it didn't. But we'll talk about that tomorrow. We're going to have a lot of money tomorrow.
We don't talk about the failures during the hangover.
Oh, Super Bowl. That's right. Eric, we need one Super Bowl bet from you before you go.
You mean the big game?
No, they're official partners now. We can say the word Super Bowl.
How come in the read it starts off by talking about the big game? Then
I think it's just habit for betting companies.
fair enough. The one bet in the big game that I think I like more than others, if I sit and I try to remember which teams are in the big game, let's see. I like.
Can we bet on whether he'll remember the teams?
I would like to see under 2 passing touchdown by Matthew Stafford. That's what I bet last time it came through.
Okay.
Excuse me, under 2.5. I think he'll throw in the neighborhood of 2.
In the neighborhood of 2. So right now, passing touchdowns. Ooh, line set at 1.5.
So over then. Over.
Okay, over 1.5.
I believe 2 touchdowns will be the number he throws.
Minus 235. Killing it. That's going to do it for today. We'll be back with more Hankover tomorrow.
Oh, God.
It's Spencer tomorrow, right? Yeah.
Hold on. Can we up the stakes here and say that if you don't hit a bet today after giving them out, the hangover is over?
Then what happens to the show?
It just is canceled.
You just stream an empty chair?
I take over.
Oh, wow.
The winner, whoever
Ricky
gets
over.
more bets hit tonight becomes the new de facto guest or the host of the week.
Well, I'm glad that Blaze made my bets for me. I'll say that. That's going to do it for today. Shout out to Eric for being on here. Shout out to Yaya behind the scenes, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.